Massive win for Altrincham Football Club this afternoon, 1-0 against Boreham Wood. We're talking to Ian Senior, Altrincham's goalkeeping coach. Ian, not the best performance in a way, but we gradually grew into that game and perhaps in the end just about deserved it.
I think we just about deserved it. It was an important win today based on last week's result at Bromley. To have got 3 points last week and then not followed up today would have been a travesty, really.
They've started really brightly. They were 2-0 up against Bromley a week last Tuesday after 11 minutes, and they started in that vein. They've hit the post very early on. It looked like it was going in at one stage. From the corner, there's a shot over the bar. They've had 2 or 3 other decent chances, and we just weren't even in first gear.
No, we did start slowly, which is a surprise really because we've done well recently. But they gave a good performance today. I mean, no headaches from the cup defeat for them. They really come out of the blocks and they did look a decent side. I mean, to be fair, they have got some high quality players in that setup there. But we, like I say, we got to grips with it, and second half certainly I think we got the better of the game.
There were no great shakes in the first half, but there were signs towards the end of the first 45 minutes that we were coming to terms with the game. And in the end, slowly but surely, we got a grip in the second half.
I think so, yeah. When Multi gets on the ball, he can spread the ball around, and we get once Nicky gets on the ball wide areas, it gives us an extra dimension to the play. And of course, when Ranks comes on up top, very direct, putting their defence under pressure, and that's where it led to the goal. He put the defender under pressure right hand side, squared the ball, and Nicky was on to put it into the roof of the net.
Fantastic impact substitution. I thought it looked like the ball might be going out of place, and Michael's done ever so well. I think it went through the legs of a defender, and then Nicky's had one go at it. I think Simon Richmond's had a bit of a pop at it, and eventually Nicky's knocked the loose ball in. And the keeper, James Russell, was wondering what's going on because he's hardly had a save to make.
To do it all, no, he's had a very quiet afternoon. But let's say Ranks is deceivingly quick. Balls over the top. I mean, some defenders perhaps think, "Oh, we're not going to get that," but then Ranks is there in the space, in no time at all. And like I say, he played a great ball across the box with good pace, and it's little ricochets here and there, and it falls to you, and Nicky's put it away with aplomb.
And Boreham Wood threw everything at us in the last few minutes, and they've missed a massive chance with the last action of the game. The lad's only been on about a minute, and he really should have scored from there.
Well, and in truth, that minute should have been not on. The game should have finished before that for us. We were screaming at the fourth official. Didn't quite get where. I mean, he gave 5 minutes extra time, and then he seemed to add another 2 on top of that. But at the end of the day, they didn't take the chance. We did, and it's 3 points at the end of the day.
In the first half, they certainly dominated the midfield exchanges. Connor Clifford, who looks a very good player, was dominating, as was Clovis Camjo. But I thought that the difference was that our midfield three, in the form of Jake Moult, Josh O'Keefe, and particularly Simon Richmond, they produced fantastic performances.
Yeah, the three are such great athletes. I mean, we often laugh at Ringo's. I mean, he just never seems to stop, does he? And where he gets his fitness from is frightening. And he gets around the pitch, and Josh has added to that now because he's of a similar vein. He's up and down, puts his tackles in, and there's always Jake there to be picking up the pieces and hopefully threading balls through to the forwards.
Yeah, Josh O'Keefe is a transformed player. I mean, we heard he was a box-to-box player, but he's producing it now, and he's such a valuable player now because he did a lot of good defensive work today. He's good with his defensive headers, with his offensive headers, and he's getting around and causing all sorts of problems.
Oh yeah, he's proven his worth now, Josh. Like I say, it took him a while to settle, and he's not the first person to take a while to settle in at any football club. He's come from a full-time environment into part-time football, and he's found his feet, and now he's proven his worth all over the pitch.
And Simon Richmond, we know what energy he's got, but some of the crunching tackles and the commitment, it was inspirational.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's what Ringo's all about, isn't it? He covers every blade of grass, puts his challenges in, and just brushes himself off, and he's off again on another, chase down the channels, trying to win another challenge. I mean, if there's anybody at this football club that's worthy of an opportunity in Football League, then it's got to be Ringo, without a shadow of a doubt.
And we're finally, we went to 19th on the 12th of September after the defeat against Wrexham. We're finally off that 19th position up into 17th and 26 points. It looks a lot brighter.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if you look at the season so far, we have there have been occasions where we should have picked a few more points up along the way, but it is what it is, and we just look forward now. We've got some tough run of games now with was it 3 out the top 4 in the next few games, plus the cup match, of course. So it's been an important result today with those next fixtures in mind. 3 points today was imperative. Just give us a bit of a buffer, and we can look forward to the next month or so with a bit of promise.
That's Ian Senior there reflecting on Altrincham's vital 1-0 victory over Boreham Wood this afternoon. Next action for Altrincham Football Club is down in Gloucestershire next Saturday when we travel to take on second placed Forest Green Rovers.